in the baking industry, Pulsajet nozzles are used for spraying oils, misting applications. They can be used for injecting vitamins into food products. There's many applications that the Pulsajet electric gun can be used for in the baking industry.
In the baking industry, Pulsajet has a number of applications, the most common of which are probably tin or pan oiling, the application of water for adhering seeds or other toppings to bread, even for dough splitting applications.
Pulsajet spray nozzles are unique in the ability to regulate flow. And it's a unique nozzle, and it's used in egg glazing, for example, and moisturizing buns in the bakery industry.
The best nozzles for humidification in the baking industry are air atomizing nozzles. They're the most frequently used because the drop size can be controlled by regulating the air and the liquid pressures. We also use hydraulic nozzles such as the quarter M's, the TX nozzle range, and other hydraulic nozzles, but I would say air atomizing are the best.
Humidification applications are quite interesting in the baking industry, and they can be varied. And there are a number of solutions and nozzle technologies to be used there, but some of which are the mini foggers and the air jet foggers, and our standard air atomizing nozzles.
Today, technology has moved on. Spraying systems are leading the world in these areas. So we have introduced a very large range of electric guns. The reason for this is that process lines, conveyors, and industry is moving faster. So we need guns that can operate more quickly, which is our electric range of guns, such as our 29 JAUCOs, our Pulsajet guns, also our can coating guns, such as the 28 JJAU, the 26 AUH, which is a hydraulic gun, and yeah, I think that covers some of the range we have for guns for the baking electric guns for the baking industry. Yeah. Spray solutions, there's a whole range of spray solutions, everything from tank wash right through to pan coating, oiling tins, humidification. Yeah, I think there's a big opportunities in the baking industry for us to assist that industry to be more productive in the future. Yeah.
We have a number of spray solutions for the bakery industry. Pie glazing is a great example. Automated spray solutions for glazing in other products, moisturizing of buns, lubrication of tin pans, etc.
Yeah, three of the main applications we have in the bakery industry would be bread pan oiling, seed adhesion systems, and also bread scoring systems.
The most common problem would be misting. I think oil mist has traditionally been a problem in the baking industry from when the baking industry maybe first started, especially in high-speed production lines. We can service spray products. We service our own products, however. We usually don't get involved with other people's equipment, but we can certainly service our own and look after that very well. Spray applications for viscous coatings is usually done through two methods, either with air atomizing or we use heated hydraulic systems. Now, air atomizing, there's always the danger, again, of creating overspray or mist. So But if we can deal with that, depending on the type of liquid, if we can deal with that, air atomizing is by far the easiest way to deal with very viscous coatings. But if you can't deal with the mist cause, we can turn to hydraulic spray for viscous coatings. But in that case, you may have to heat the liquid, which involves a more expensive system and usually more equipment.
Viscous coatings are a real challenge in the industry, and I'd like to think that we are quite unique in our offerings, and it requires a very special effort to supply a solution. And we have some heated systems, for example, and the technology behind that to bring it to market and offer that solution to customers.
Oh, that one we can help you very well. I think spraying systems have developed some very, very unique and I think very advanced systems for pan coating, oiling tins in the baking industry. Because with the baking industry usually have high volumes, especially the larger companies, of bread tins going through their ovens. So the guns have to be suitable for high for high volume work. In other words, on-off it has to be done in the thousands and thousands of repeat cycles per hour. So the gun has to be capable of turning on and off and stand up to the wear very well, from that sort of workload.
For automating pan oiling, we have a standard solution which offers a lot of benefits in terms of ensuring the oil is applied evenly, and particularly that it doesn't overlap the tins and cause burning and carbonisation on the tins, which is a major cause of problems with quality in the bread industry.
The AutoJet pan oiling system has been specifically designed for pan oiling in the bread industry. That's placing the dough in the tin so that when the bread has been baked, it will release from the tin. And we at Spraying Systems have developed a specialized pan coating system that has now been used extensively for pan coating in the bread industry, and it has now been widely accepted and preferred by some of the bigger manufacturers.
All types of liquids can be sprayed onto baked goods. Spraying systems are able to spray almost any liquid. But however, they often involve different spray systems to be able to spray the different liquids onto the goods. Like viscous oils require a different system from a glaze spray system. Light oils require a different system from viscous oils. So there's a whole range of systems we design and purpose build for different applications.
The liquids primarily found sprayed onto baked goods are egg glazing, egg washing, and other liquid coatings like flavorings, and sugar glazing is a classic example on buns.
Servicing nozzles regularly is very important because we need to make sure, or the customer needs to make sure, that his nozzles are spraying the same at all times. If you don't service your nozzles, you don't clean them, then obviously the spray patterns change, the flow rates change, and your production or your process also changes with the changing parameters in the nozzle. So nozzles must be, number one, kept clean, and number two, they must be replaced from time to time because nozzles are a wearing item, so they need to be replaced. Yes, bread loaves sticking to the side is usually because the sides of the tins are not properly lubricated. This means the spray system doing the lubrication is not correctly designed or it needs maintenance. Usually Our systems stay very well tuned over a long period of time because we operate electric guns for this application because of the high volume. So spraying the sides of the tins very seldom becomes a problem because they stay in tune for very long periods of time without us having to do maintenance on them.
Yeah, spraying system has a standard solution for solving that problem where bread is sticking to the sides of pans, and that is the use of our AutoJet PulseJet system, which will apply the oil evenly to both the base, sides and ends of the pans, therefore eliminating sticking.
Egg wash and glazing applications are often done with PWM or our PulseJet gun range, which is an electric gun that pulses very fast on and off, so we can change volumes on the fly. While the guns are spraying, we can alter the volume they're spraying without altering spray patterns or any other parameter or drop size on the nozzles. So we can put more or less on the top of a bun to glaze it and suit what the customer wants to do.
Egg wash and glazing applications use our unique PulseJet technology.
Seeds adhering to bread rolls is a simple solution, but usually these are high volume applications where customers don't want to overspray water in the surrounding area or don't want to wet the buns too much. So we use again our PulseJet gun range for spraying small quantities of water on the top of a bun, and then the seed will adhere to the bun.
Yeah, we can supply a 2008 AutoJet controller with PulseJet nozzles. The PulseJet nozzles uses PWM, pulse width modulation, where we can control the amount of water added to the bread.
.29 JAUCO guns are our electric range of air atomising guns, and they traditionally follow our quarter JAU air-operated guns, but these guns, because they're electric, are very suitable for high volume work where there's a lot of repetition. And we use them in the baking industry, for example, for oiling pans, and oils that are slightly on the viscous side, they seem to handle very well because they're an air atomising gun.